Welcome to your weekly forecast. My name is Adeana. I'm an intuitive astrologer. In these weekly videos, I go over the energy for the week ahead, and this week we will be going over the energy for April 24th to April 30th of 2023. If you align with my energy and you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much for joining me. So I want to start this video off first by going over some of the energy that we have already been moving through. We have had quite significant energetic shifts over the last 2 months. We've had Saturn move into Pisces, which was a huge energetic shift. We had Pluto. We've had Pluto move into Aquarius, which is another huge energetic shift. And Pluto will be stationing retrograde soon and moving back into Capricorn, which I will go over that energy a lot deeper in my monthly video that I post for May. So make sure you watch for that, because this is a time where we will really start to see, where we have started to see a lot of the people kind of standing up for rights and freedoms. There's going to be, I think, more of a calming down period, and people and where people are like starting to go within again, because retrograde periods is a time where we internalize that energy. So there's a lot of stuff that will be happening through these planetary retrogrades over the next few months that we will be sitting with and internally having a realization of certain scenarios, certain experiences going on in the world or going on in our personal life. And then when planets station direct is when we will start to take action. So I will go over that much deeper in the monthly forecast I post for every single month. So make sure you watch for that. But some other energies is we just had that dynamic solar eclipse in Aries at 29 degrees. Now we are slowly having this build up to the lunar eclipse, which we will have May 5th in Scorpio at 14 and 15 degrees. Now back in the fall, November 8th, October 25th is when we had a solar eclipse in Scorpio, but November 8th of 2022, we had we had the lunar eclipse, which is right across. So this is really interesting that I want to talk about. The full moon lunar eclipse we had in Scorpio, November 8th of 2022 was in Taurus at 16 degrees. The lunar eclipse we are having May 5th in 2023 is at Scorpio at 15 degrees. So this is directly across. In your birth chart, these are two areas that have been activated, well, because we've had the North and South Node passing through them. But whatever was going on for you back in the fall, maybe something you were trying to get going, or something that you were trying to put out there that the universe was putting a stop to something or a hold on to something, there's more clarity around that, or there's something else coming up. Scorpio can really have to do with fears that we have subconsciously or consciously. And so I really think that this is going to be a time period between now and May 5th, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, because we will move through it a little bit after the lunar eclipse as well, and energy that we really do move through over the next few months of synchronicities coming up, things coming up, opportunities, or whatever it is, synchronicities coming into your life that's really showing you this is going to be things that you can possibly be fearful of. These are things that are requiring you to release and let go of fear in order to take advantage of. So you want to watch for what's coming up. This is going to show you exactly what you need to let go of, exactly what the fear is around that needs to be let go of and released in order to step into your mission, to step into this next level of your journey. So it's really, really fascinating. So I really want you all to be aware of this energy right now, to pay attention to what is coming up, what is coming into your life at this time that is a little bit scary, that is a little bit out of your comfort zone. This is going to show you the fears that you need to let go of. So definitely energy around that we want to be mindful of. Now we also have Mercury retrograde in Taurus now. So Mercury retrograde is a time which, if you haven't checked out my Mercury retrograde video that I posted, where I go into all 12 zodiac signs, so you can see how this is showing up for you personally. But generally speaking, Mercury retrograde is a time of renewing, reviewing things. It's all the re's. So reviewing, redoing, and this is a time of going back into something. So whatever's coming up for you at that time around the themes and topics of the house this is activating, where you have Taurus, this is going to show you something that still needs, there's energy that still needs to be worked through or redone. You may decide to redo something. So definitely natal, if you have, see, Mercury, I'm already feeling Mercury retrograde, and I'm a natal Mercury retrograde person. So this is usually a time, I mean, I feel it, but being a natal Mercury retrograde person, I know for me, I actually get the most intuitive downloads and the most creative downloads during a Mercury retrograde. Now, this could possibly have to do with the fact that I have Mercury retrograde in the 12th house, which can be very spiritual, but this is a time where you really don't want to sign any papers or any important documents. You really want to watch your text messages, your emails. There's confusion around this time. There can be a lack of clarity. And that's generally speaking. It's a time where trying to get the words out properly, it just doesn't happen. We're tongue-tied a lot, like myself. Another energy I want to talk about that has been ongoing is this Mars square to Chiron. And I think I posted another video about this, where this can be really a triggering of old trauma around family or childhood or parents. And so the Mars square to Chiron comes exact on Thursday, April 27th. And so there's more of a buildup with this week that we really want to be mindful of. Pay attention to what is showing up for you, what is coming up for you. There's energy around this that needs to be looked at and worked through. And then on Monday, we have the moon enter Cancer, which will then eventually form a conjunction to Mars. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week is a time where we really want to be mindful of our emotions, making sure that we are not emotionally reacting or responding. Emotions are very heightened at this time. The moon represents our feelings and emotions, and Mars really heightens that up and can be anger. This can show up as passive aggressiveness. So something to be mindful of with yourself and with others around you, that the energy around emotions and feelings is very heightened at the beginning of this week. At the same time, on Monday, we have the Sun conjunct the North Node. This is a really nice energy because there's also this support from Saturn, which Saturn has been aspecting the nodes. Saturn has to do with responsibility, accountability, and putting in that hard work and dedication. So the Sun is coming in, shining a light on these next steps of our journey, because the North Node is very karmic energy. It's very fated. This can have a lot to do with, or it does have a lot to do with our journey. So the energy that is showing up on Monday, whether it's experiences, people, this can be opportunities coming up to show you the next step to take to get you to where you want to be. It's the North Node, so it's the direction we are moving into, the direction we're going. So I really like this energy, despite the moon conjunction to Mars. There's this other energy of highlighting the next steps that we need to take with that support from Saturn. So it's like we really know what needs to be done. So I really, really like that. It's very good supportive energy. Then we also have on Monday Venus sextile Chiron, which is nice because it's more of an element to this Chiron story, where we have Mars squaring Chiron, which can be triggering that trauma. But then we have Venus forming this sextile to Chiron that can bring in some light or opportunity on how to heal through this energy, through these feelings, these emotions, how to let go of it, how to heal through it. So that is really nice. And then on Thursday, like I said, we have that Mars square to Chiron come exact. So around Thursday is where we really want to be mindful of those triggers and any old emotions and traumas that are coming up, or emotions around old traumas coming up. And this can have to do with childhood, something that happened, or your parents or family. And if it's coming up, it's only coming up to show you what you truly need to let go of, what you need to move through in order to make space for something new, for great energy to come in. On Saturday, on April 29th, we have Mars sextile Uranus. So, Uranus can bring in very quick, sudden change. This is Mars, so it's very abrupt. So, you want to know where you have Cancer and Taurus. This connection it'll be a conversation between these two planets in these areas of your chart. So there's something coming up that can be very sudden, very disruptive, very quick, but it's an opportunity that really comes in unexpectedly, because sextiles are opportunities. And with Uranus, it has this unexpected kind of sudden energy around it. So something to be mindful of for next week, and pay attention to what is showing up for you, what is coming in. This can be something that can be a great opportunity for you, but it's going to be very quick. So you're going to want to pay attention to what's showing up, what's coming in, because with the Uranus and Mars aspect, this is something very sudden, very quick. And I know I'm repeating myself right now. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. Okay, so that's really, I'll do like kind of like a final thoughts for this week, because there's really not a lot of energy but besides the stuff that I've talked about, because this week is really just a moving through of the energy that we've already been moving through, all those activations from the solar eclipse, and then Mercury retrograde, and the Mars square to Chiron, and then now we have this build up to the lunar eclipse in Scorpio May 5th. So this is really just a continuation point of energy that has already shown up for us. And we really want to pay attention to what is showing up for us. This is energy, any fears. There's going to be synchronicities starting to show up for you, but it's going to require you to be courageous, to let go of fear, to not get stuck in old fears or the worry on how you're going to look or what people are going to think. This is a time of truly stepping into your power. And that's what this solar eclipse in Aries activated. Courage and stepping into who you truly are, stepping into your power, being authentically you and knowing that's okay and loving it. Not worrying about what other people think, which really brings me into wanting to talk about understanding that hurt people hurt people. So don't worry about what other people think. Do you. Do what feels right for you. If somebody else is criticizing you, it's because they're truly criticizing themselves. They're not happy with themselves or something going on in their life that's something they need to work through that has absolutely nothing to do with you. So don't take it personal. And I know this can be very hard, and it's taken myself a long time to know and understand this and really be able to not let it affect me, to have that emotional intelligence, to really know that it's them and not me. And this is also a level of spiritual awakening, understanding that hurt people hurt people. People project out to the world a mirror reflection of themselves. So when somebody is talking to somebody, they're basically talking to themselves. And the energy that they're putting out is going to come back at them. So knowing and understanding that their words truly shouldn't affect you, that it's only affecting themselves, it really does help you move through this. Not that you want anything bad to happen to anyone else, but that it really has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. So I really want people to understand that, because it's such a big thing in our world right now. People over criticize others, they judge others, and there's a lot of people that are very affected by it. I think everyone is affected by it to a certain extent. And being able to have that awareness to know and understand that if somebody is judging you or criticizing you, it's only a reflection on how they feel about themselves. And that energy that they are putting out into the world is going to come back at them. And if they would just understand that, they may not be so harsh and critical to other people. So understand that when people are saying things about you, it really truly has absolutely nothing to do with you. If you are triggering something within them, that's something they need to look at and they need to move through, and energy they need to work with. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this helps you move through the energy this week. And I will be posting more videos this week. I have a lot. I will be posting my monthly May forecast, and Oh, I just realized. Oh, never mind. Gosh, this Mercury retrograde is really, really messing with me. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I will connect with you in the next video.